Good afternoon, good morning, even. How are we all today? I'm trying to get away from the camera a bit because I know that's not good for you guys. Right, of course, it just occurred to me. I've been banging on about how obviously Chief Constable Alec Wood, there's a name you can't mention enough, Chief Constable Alec Wood, obviously confirmed that the council give all the orders to the police because, of course, there he was, turned up to arrest me, dispatched his officers to arrest me for a civil offence while ignoring about 75 criminal offences, which the council, the police, the government et al. Are desperately trying to keep quiet with the media blackout. Hence the purpose of this channel. So there I was banging on about that, and then of course I realised I was right all along. I've been doing a lot of work for a lot of years. Initially, it was writing a lot of letters to papers, and also sometimes truck driving magazines and stuff like that, which all seemed to be very well received on the best part. After that, it was Facebook now, and then it was Twitter, and for the last 3 years, I've been doing this channel. And the whole point of the channel was to point out that, yes, all this money's been stolen and no one's investigating and yada, yada, yada. But the underlying theme of the entire thing has been, obviously, we live in a dictatorship. Thanks, Alec. You've just confirmed that. Chief Constable Alec Wood, with that one action, you couldn't, in fact, have done more to hang yourself, declare that the council tell the police what to do, and also confirm that we live in a dictatorship. Because what's happening here, guys? Unelected council officers are telling the police what to do. But that's not democracy, is it? There's no freedom of speech there. The trouble is, of course, with the police now, they're all sold off, privatised, bought and paid for. So they're not actually a police service or police force as they used to be, whereby they were publicly funded and they answered to the public. They now earn most of their revenue from speeding tickets. And the problem with putting money into an equation like that, you can privatise the trains, you can privatise the buses, you can privatise, I don't give a fuck, right? You can privatise all that, doesn't make a fucking slight bit of difference. All that means is that's a business trying to make money. Public service wasn't necessarily trying to make money, but it still had to keep its head above water, But you cannot privatise law and order. Because then you get these lunatics called G4S down at the magistrates' courts who think they're police. Probably because they failed the exam and couldn't get in. I don't really fucking care. And they can actually take you to prison under the order of the magistrate. Again, a legal arrest. And again, I'll say, with all these magistrates now, should be fucking jailed. Especially for things like council tax, because that's not a criminal fucking offence. So why are people going to jail for it? When they're allowed no legal defence in the courtroom whatsoever, it's either you pay or you're going to jail. You can stand in there and recount the works of fucking Shakespeare, they wouldn't give a fuck, but still send you to jail. Actually, you could stand in there and recount the works of Rumpel of the fucking Bailey. You could link council employees to Nazi officers from the Second World War. They still wouldn't give a fuck. Right? That's because they're not interested in law and fucking order. We live in a fucking dictatorship. All they're interested in is this. And if you misbehave, naughty boy, you're going to jail for not paying your council tax to a bunch of thieves and fucking liars. That'll teach you. Fuck's sake. I wrote to the government ombudsman, actually, who were an absolute peach in confirming that the ban I have from paying my council tax is legally binding and does in fact need to be sorted out in court. And I turned it around and said, obviously, because they were more concerned about, I'd have to take county council to court. At which point I pointed out it was any council, not just county council. So they were more concerned about that. And I said, well, that's great. Because funnily enough, I'm quite happy not paying my council tax to a bunch of thieves and fucking liars. And now we know, of course, why they didn't just write to me and say, oh, the ban's been lifted now, because they can't do it. They have to go to court. Oh, no. But again, accountability. These people cannot just sit there and say what they want and do what they want and have absolutely nothing come back on them. They cannot ban someone from contacting any council and then expect their council tax. It is illegal, under a legally binding ban, to send money to people who've banned you. But again, thank you very much, Chief Constable Alec Wood. Big round of applause there, mate. You've just confirmed we live in a fucking dictatorship. How did you get promoted? Who do you know? Because it wasn't on fucking intelligence and merit, was it? Jesus. I shall see you all later, guys.